Good morning, my friendy friends. This is our astrology weather forecast for June 19th, 2025. Oh, we have some stop and go energy in the air today. You're going to hear it in my voice. I've been making a lot of mistakes. Forgive me. Yeah, a lot of mistakes in just speech and presentation because we have Mars and in conjunction to Saturn. It's all directly on my ascendant. So it's all herky jerky and weird. Few things going on today. Moon is in Aries, and it does rule this herky jerky weirdness that we have going on with a very persnickety Mars that wants to get everything right in Virgo in conjunct to Saturn. And we do not want to embarrass ourselves or Natalie, hello. We do not want to embarrass ourselves or do things wrong or run into restrictions. There's a weirdness anytime we have in conjunction, and it's especially weird when it's Mars and Saturn because Mars wants to move forward. Saturn wants everything to be just as it should be. Mars is naturally a messy guy. We don't think before we act because it's impulse. Hopefully our impulses are, after the right thing, the things that are good for us are guiding us towards that. And we can more correctly refine that with Mars, Saturn, hard aspects. But there is a feeling of wanting to move towards something, but there's timing, but there's lack, but there's insecurity. There's a lot of buts. So it's like that scene from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Remember that one? They're sitting in the dinosaur. They're talking about their dreams and what they want to go towards. And, Pee-wee says to his woman friend, everybody has a dream, but they all have a butt. Let's talk about your big butt. We all got a big butt today. And it's not the kind that's fashionable. It's the kind that weighs us down. It doesn't bring us the kind of attention that we want. That's the big butt that we're actually after. No, this is the big butt that is the barrier to the kind of validation and the movement and freedom that is life affirming. And it's impacted by the fact that the moon is in Aries and it rules this. Mars is ruled by Aries. So we have this, forward motion with an Aries moon, but it also has like a danger that's laced into it. It isn't a force that lasts a long time. Yesterday, today is the peak. We'll have some of this tomorrow. Thank God. Mars does move as fast as he does, and he's not going to retrograde. So we got enough of the retrograde in conjunctions with Mars in Leo and in Cancer. So it's nice when we get kind of a run by impotence rather than a type of lack of energy or initiative that can distill upon us and stir us up. The other thing going on is that we have a sun semi-sextile. Yeah, semi-sextile to Uranus. This is also herky-jerky. This is another layer of wanting to move forward with independent action, but having some more social circumstances or elements of personal expression, another side of ourselves that's not completely in tune with all of that forward movement. So, we want to be liberated and have more time for ourselves and do our own thing, but we have to look at what we are doing in order to achieve that. It's a subtle misalignment where we can not be taking into account the social atmosphere, the friendships, the trajectory of things. And, that's where we have missteps. We tend to leap before we look with these hard aspects to Uranus, and this is a very minor hard aspect. It doesn't get us into the worst kind of trouble. It could be worse. It's the inconjunction from Mars to Saturn. That is really weird. Ever so much more weird than difficult aspects between Sun and Uranus because they're more consequential. In fact, inconjunctions between Mars and Saturn can bring out some very cruel instincts in us. It can be very surprising because it can make it possible for us to put the screws to people in ways that ordinarily we wouldn't be able to justify. But it's like the seething energy can be misdirected. So, if somebody messes up, don't throw them in the Iron Maiden and justify it to yourself because they were annoying you. Do something productive. This is where Virgo excels. Do something productive. Clean. Organize. Arrange. Clean up your shit. Get our life in order. That's where we should really be directing our energy. And we can have a fabulous outcome with an inconjunction to Saturn. We can get like a Saturnian blessing. The heavens can open up, and the Saturnian blessings of self respect can rain down upon us, and it can show up in myriad aspects of life. That pride that we can develop in personal restraint, in direction, and integrity. Integrity. That's what Mars and Saturn really, really want us to build most of all. Alrighty, guys. That's what I got. Oh, Natalie. I agree with you. Hey, Michael. Hey, Alex. Or Alexis. That's cute. I like your spelling. All right, guys. I'll probably check in with you later. I think I might have time and energy today. Oh, Natalie. You got a Virgo stellium. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I really can't relate to that. I get you. I get you. See you guys later.